into The Stolen Heir wanting and expecting more of The Cruel Prince, and wow, I was so wrong. These are very different books, and it has left me really impressed with Holly Black as a writer. These books are very different in terms of pacing and style, and I love that that is a reflection of who the main characters are. For instance, Jude is a very strategic, quick on her feet, take charge kind of character, and so because of that, in the Folk of the Air series, we have a much faster pacing. There's not a lot of description, a lot of exposition. It's more focused on the action and the dynamic between the characters to reflect Jude's strategic thinking. Conversely, Ren is a very different character. She may not be like Jude, but she is that quiet character who sees and hears absolutely everything. And we see that reflected a lot more in the structure and style of The Stolen Heir. For instance, we have a much slower pace, we have longer chapters, there's a lot more description, a lot more exposition. We have more of Ren's internal thought process because Ren is a very introspective character who's observant. And so I love that Holly Black really tailored the structure and style of both of these books to meet who the main characters were. Regarding some substantive thoughts, spoiler warning, I love that we got to see more of the world and other courts. I thought that was interesting. I like the style of story of like it is an adventure slowly going through places. I thought that was really interesting. I loved Oak's character. The dichotomy between the fact that he is a vegetarian, but he also inherited Maddox's bloodlust was very fascinating to me. I want to see where things go with his character. Ooh, the Maddox of it all though, oh, I have to get into that. As soon as Oak was talking in his sleep, I was like, this is all about Maddox, isn't it? Oof. And yeah, that twist at the end with Maddox just wanting to secure power. I'm just like, you know what, Oak, I get it. He's your dad, but he is toxic. And maybe Oak, you should take a page out of Jude's playbook and just go no contact with your toxic parent, right? I did guess the ultimate like twist at the end. I think if you're paying attention, you'll probably see that one coming. But I thought it was still interesting nonetheless. I thought Ren was a very interesting character. It did take me a while to get invested in her. She's very prickly, but I love a good girl gone feral story. Yellow Jackets is one of my favorite shows. I am excited to see where things go in The Prisoner's Throne. I'm very interested about Ren's power specifically. I thought that was a very interesting aspect to the story. I want to see what happens with Maddox, with Oak. I love the fact that she took him prisoner at the end. Like, I can get on board with that. That one was really fun. I'm also really intrigued about the undersea. Like, there's definitely something going on there. Like, Holly Black would not have just brought that up for no reason, right? So I'm excited to also see more of what's going on there. In the end, I think The Cruel Prince is probably going to be one of those series that every now and then I reread it. I love court intrigue, politics, everyone's trying to outmaneuver each other, but I did end up really appreciating The Stolen Heir.